Welcome all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. We're coming to you guys live for our Week 15 recap and headlines of the NFL season. And like my boy TJ Trace says, it was another crazy week in the NFL. That's right, y'all. Bruiser 12-9 was good. He says, let's go Lions, upset the Cardinals. That's right. Also, he gives us your word first. He says, what's up, TJ? Stay smart, stay uneducated. Let's go. That is right, you guys. That is right. This is Uneducated Sports Talk, Week 15 recap with some headlines of the NFL season. And like I said, as always, sports fans, you know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Y'all, what a great, exciting Week 15. And look, read them, weep them, look at my record. Look at my record, y'all. Week 15 record, 11-5. That is what I am talking about. I felt really good about this week, and it happened, y'all. Overall record, 131, 92, and 1. As you guys can tell by PJ's record, she is still undefeated. 223, 0, and 1. This girl does not lose games. But yo, what's good, man? I'm hyped about this episode as well, y'all. We're going to break down every single game, game by game. I give my thoughts and my prediction on each one, and, tell you guys how it will go. So, let's get right into it, y'all. To start it all off on Thursday Night Football, we had the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. This wasn't one I got wrong, but it definitely was 50-50. Chargers and Chiefs both had their chances in this game, and it came down ultimately to overtime. The only OT game that we had all week, but it belonged to Kansas City defeating the Chargers. Back and forth game, both teams, especially the Chiefs came out early with like a 10-0 lead, and then we saw the Chargers come back with 14 straight points. It was crazy. It was crazy, you guys. It went down to the wire, overtime, obviously. But the main thing we got, the Chiefs, in my opinion, and I said this time and time and time and time again for the last, I don't know, maybe 7 weeks now. This team, if they can become patient, because it's almost like a retoolage of your brain, a retoolage of their knowledge of what they want to be, right? Do they want to be this team that's actually, what I'm trying to say, do they want to be this team that's high fly and risk it all, or do they want to go ahead and settle down and dink it and dunk it and be methodical with it and excel at that part of NFL football, right? So they did. They decided to go ahead and take their time, and they've been doing a great job in the last, 4 or 5 weeks now, doing a great job of taking where the defense is giving them, because the defense right now is giving them the intermediate routes, right? We had Tyreek Hill, well, I think with 13 catches, 140-plus yards. I mean, he went crazy, you guys, with a touchdown. So, I mean, it looked all well for Kansas City. And, of course, the game-winning touchdown goes to Travis Kelce, who had a $192. So, the best quarterback, receiver, tight end tandem in the NFL. Pat Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, those three went dumb. They went dumb. And congratulations to the Chiefs for being one more step closer to winning their division. They win in overtime, 34-20. The Chargers had their chances. Austin Eckler and Jackson, those guys, they ran wild over the Chiefs' defense. So their running offense kept them in this game. Justin Jackson had a great game as well, and Austin Eckler with a touchdown. But Herbert, The Chiefs are just the better team. And in my opinion, I will not be shocked, not one iota, if the Chiefs make it all the way back to the Super Bowl, because this team has been there and done that. And oh, by the way, although this game kind of won't show it, but their defense is still playing at an absolute high level. Chargers are a really good offense, so teams will give up points to Los Angeles. All right, let's go. I see Travis 303 in the building says, goodness, I just saw Peter's record. Wow. Yes, she is very talented at picking games, Travis. She is a beast. By the way, PJ, how's it going? I'm sorry, I didn't even say what's up to you. I do see the record. I see the record. Yes, you are talented. You are amazing. I don't know how you do it. Maybe because you flip-flop every single time. No? Oh, she says she just calls it how she sees it. Okay, I wish the world just worked like that for me. Call it how you see it, you guys. That's her motto, y'all. She calls it how she sees it. So, Chiefs get a 34-28 victory in overtime over their rival in the AFC West. Now the Chiefs take a commanding 2-win lead. So they're 2 games above the Chargers. I believe one more game, and they should win the AFC West. Although the Chargers could have had a chance to take both games. But with one more win, the Chiefs will be the AFC West Division champions. Our next game on the docket, y'all, the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. And we got this one right, you guys. But unfortunately, for all the wrong reasons, we got it right because COVID took an ugly spill into this week. Travis says, I need to take PJ to Vegas. Yes, sir. Take her to Vegas. She is amazing. She's amazing. She will go ahead and win you all type of money, bro. The Raiders taking on the Browns. This game was actually played on Monday thanks to the COVID, and they had to go ahead and postpone it by one day. But there was no Baker Mayfield, and there was their second quarterback didn't play either. So it was up to Nick Mullins, and it was tough for Nick Mullins, and honestly tough for anybody to come in here and say, you know what, we're gonna not as bad as the Washington football team's issues they had with quarterback, but nonetheless, it was tough for them to go ahead. TJ, I'm watching Spider-Man in about 3 hours. I'll be watching Spider-Man. The feature's at 10:10 p.m. Central Time, so I'll be watching Spider-Man in 3 hours, you guys. That is right. Me and the wife will go there. Says if PJ loses, subscribers will go crazy. Yes, I am watching Spider-Man tonight, you guys. No spoilers, please. I'm watching Spider-Man tonight in a few hours, so thank you for asking, TJ. I will be watching it, and then we can semi-talk about it a little bit, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody else when I watch it. All right, the Raiders came in here, and COVID took over Cleveland's team. We saw that. There was no Baker Mayfield, no second-string quarterback. It was Nick Mullins at the third-string quarterback, although he's been the team the whole entire time, unlike Washington's scenario. The Raiders had to win this game the worst way, and the Browns did too. And honestly, both teams had a chance. It was an ugly game, honestly. It was an ugly game. Derek Carr hurt his ankle, I believe, but he came back strong. Both defense, it was one of those defensive games that was hurt because of poor offense. It wasn't like, oh, both these teams are just playing really good. No. Both offenses were kind of cringy. But it did stop Nick Chubb, the Raiders did, and I said it, if you stop Nick Chubb, you will win this game. My boy Lip Knox VR's in the building says, no Spider-Man spoilers, please. No, we will not have that here, y'all. We will not have that here. Keep it clean. Keep it PG-13. But, no, nonetheless, though, 16-14 is our game winner by Carlson to win that game. Not a lot said because of the circumstances are really tough. Honestly, when you're down to your third-string quarterback because of airborne disease that's going on, it's really going to be hard for your offense to flow if you're the Browns. And that's part of the reason why I picked the Raiders to win this game. We got this one right, you guys. I said the Raiders win it. And honestly, the Raiders usually play up to par outside of Kansas City, honestly. Outside of Kansas City, the Raiders play up to their challenges. So we saw how they played the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. We saw how they played the Browns just now. We saw how they played the Ravens in week 1 of the NFL season. This team has won some decent games. And now another one, and that was big because they go to 7-7, and I believe the Browns are 7-7 as well. So Raiders looking up, Browns are looking up at 2 teams in their own division Raiders, same thing, but it's all about making the playoffs now. And that AFC is so freaking crowded. It's almost like one loss, and you will find yourself in the world of trouble. Just ask the Ravens. We'll talk about that in just a moment, you guys. All right. Next game on the docket, we got that one right, the 16-14. Raiders win that one. We got that one right. What we also got right was our Saturday matchup. We did this one on the live stream, guys. We did Patriots versus Colts, and I had picked the Colts to win this one and got that right. I had a feeling if Jonathan Taylor can run roughshod on this Patriots squad, Patriots don't have enough offense to win this game. And we saw that. Although, shout out to Jonathan Taylor right now. Call me crazy, but he is my MVP. As we saw what happened to Tom Brady just this week. We saw it. We'll talk about that in just a moment, y'all. But Jonathan Taylor right now is our MVP. If the season ended right now after week 15, I would be picking Jonathan Taylor to win MVP. But if the Colts make the playoffs, and Taylor, the last 3 weeks is a big part of that, he will be crowned MVP in my opinion. Because or maybe Aaron Rodgers. That might be the only two guys right now that's in the race. Aaron Rodgers and Jonathan Taylor. And I know that guys will go for the quarterback, so it might be Aaron Rodgers to lose again. He won it last year, but I'm going with Taylor because if the Colts make the playoffs, it is all because of Jonathan Taylor, in my honest opinion. Says JT for MVP. Let's go. That's right, T-Day. JT for MVP. Hit that like button, you guys. We're going to go for a modest 10 likes on this. One going for about an hour. So about 10 likes to do is very well for the stream. Thank y'all for the love. For the Patriots, we all saw like this whole entire winning streak they had. They had a nice winning streak. First place in the AFC. But they done it with their good defense, and their defense has kept them every single game. But I always wondered what happens if they are down 2 scores. Like when you have to depend on Mac Jones, right? And he's had a fantastic season. He has more combined victories than all of the other rookie quarterbacks in this league, right? But he's also part of the best team. When was the last time a running back won the MVP? I want to say Adrian Peterson, 2012, I believe. Adrian Peterson, 2012 was the last time a running back won MVP. I could be wrong, but I believe it was Adrian Peterson in 2012. Travis 303 says Adrian Peterson, I think. Yes, sir. 2012, he won MVP. Probably the last time a running back did it, and he deserved it that year. And I think Taylor, if he continues these last 3 weeks and get the Colts in the playoffs, he will win MVP as well, because this has been an up and down fluky season for all quarterbacks and whatever. But right now, the only QB that is in control of his own destiny right now is Aaron Rodgers. And I think if I'm going to pick those out of those two, I'm going with Jonathan Taylor, because outside of Taylor, the Colts don't really have any weapons. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any weapons like crazy. Like, okay, I see why Taylor. You got to respect the pass game. That's why the run game. No. There's no one that you actually respect on the Colts offense that warrants Taylor getting those kind of yards, right? That's just Taylor doing his thing, because they're putting 7 and 8 in the box constantly on the Colts, and he's still getting major yards. And he had the game-winning touchdown, by the way. So they're up pretty much 20-0, something like that. And the Patriots came back and made it very close. It was 20-17 at one point. And then Taylor, like the pivotal drive of the game, this drive will seal it all. It will seal it all. And he ran for, I believe, a 64-yard touchdown. And that right there cemented his MVP candidacy for the NFL season. That right there, like, all right, he is legit an MVP candidate now because of that run, in my opinion, on the best defense. And we saw what Mac Jones had to go up against, right? Honestly, the Colts are a good defense. They turn you over every single game, it feels like it. Not once, but twice, it feels like a game. So we have the Colts winning 27-17. The Colts now are in firm control of their playoff destiny. And I might add, they're just, one game away from the Titans, but 2 games actually, because the Titans already swept the Colts. So they'll need to basically be a game over the Titans. And it starts like this week when the Titans play the 49ers. We'll find out. It's a nice spot on, unless you count 2019 Lamar Jackson. That's right. That is the greatest runner of a quarterback I've ever seen. Even better than Michael Vick. And I lived through the Michael Vick heydays. I've seen it all. And Jackson is a more dynamic runner and passer than Michael Vick. All right. So the Colts get a big one, 27-17. The Patriots lose. And with that loss, it makes Kansas City first place in the AFC unless the Titans will beat the Steelers. But we picked the Steelers to win that game, and people were saying, "Oh, Lowe's, that's kind of crazy. You think so?" I'm like, "Yeah, Steelers will win this game, y'all." And sure enough, the Steelers won this game by a score of 19-13. Mind you guys, Julio did come back, but it didn't mean nothing to me. It didn't mean anything. For some reason, the Titans, the Steelers, they are a tough team. They go to 7-6-1, right? And they're still not in the playoff race. They're still not in the playoffs, but they're in the hunt. Obviously, with that record, 7-6-1. The Titans, they got Julio Jones back, but it wasn't for long. Julio is just, I don't know, man. Another hamstring issue. Julio could not play the entire game. He was out by the fourth quarter. And the Titans, once again, were playing with backups, man. Titans are playing with backups beyond backups, you guys. So I said, well, the Steelers win this game because the Steelers, one thing they do have is heart. They have heart. They have Mike Tomlin. They have the characteristics of Mike Tomlin, and he brings that booyah spirit that we're gonna ride or die. We're gonna fight every time, man. So with Julio being gone, T.J. Watt being back, T.J. Watt had a fabulous game, a dynamic game against that Titans O-line, and he ate up for a few sacks again. So T.J. Watt and that Steelers defense coming up big. And mind you guys, they were down, I believe, 10-0 in this game. And you feel like it was going to be, maybe the Titans squeaked this one out. No, the Steelers just kept chugging along. Chicka, 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 chicka. Toot. And they kept chugging along, and they kept eating, and kept eating, and kept eating. And sure enough, they got to where they were getting sacks, they were recovering fumbles, and their defense led to their offense. Because honestly, Najee Harris didn't have anything, and he's like their only threat. They have Claypool, but they didn't really do anything spectacular in this particular game because the Titans defense is still a decent defense, right? But it's still at home. I felt like their crowd would get them an advantage, and it did. For the most part, it did. The Steelers winners won 19-13 and get a big victory, and we got this one right, you guys, because it's just the gut. I always go with the gut feeling, you guys. Another game that we got right as well, the Buffalo Bills defeating the Carolina Panthers. Almost the correct score. I was off by one touchdown. I said Bills will win 31-21. Bills won 31-14. And Carolina, they're done. They're done. Carolina might even beat my Saints next week, in 2 weeks. But for now, I mean, they're done. Carolina's done. Like 5-8 now. With that loss, that kind of signified the ending. This team is in disarray. This team is in just a malfunction. They got rid of Joe Brady, who I thought is a very brilliant and bright OC. Unless there were internal problems, as in his character, I don't know why you let him go when you don't have any weapons. Mainly the big homie. What was I talking about? Chris McCaffrey. Mainly when CMC is gone for the year, you're not going to look good. So Joe Brady before the bye was the scapegoat, which I thought was just dumb. But now, since then, since that P.J. Walker win, Cam Newton has yet to win a game for the Carolina Panthers. They're now 5-8 and looking definitely up at everyone. Yo, Paul Seven says, hashtag Bobby Rubin, whiskey and Dr. Pepper. Paul, what is good, man? Travis says, I ain't worried about the Steelers this weekend. Who do the Steelers play? Who do they play this weekend? Let me know, Travis. Also, we have Lipnock says, I'm all right, just one out trying to figure out RBs for this week. Oh, I actually won my playoff fantasy football week 1, y'all. I won for the first week. I'm going on to the semifinals now. I won ugly, though. 108-100. It was ugly. I had Tom Brady, you guys. I had Mike Evans, you guys. I had Tom Brady, Mike Evans, and Tom Brady gave me -3 points. Mike Evans gave me 1 point. It was just bad, y'all. It was bad. Jonathan, what is good, man? Jonathan, y'all. Hey, tell y'all a quick story about Jonathan, man. So I was trying to hit up. No, Jonathan won our $100 giveaway. Check this out. I'm not lying to you guys. Jonathan won the $100 giveaway. Shout out to Jonathan for winning that. And he emailed me today, you guys. He emailed me today and basically said, I thought it over, and I don't even want to accept the money. He said, I want to give it back to you. I want to give it back to you. And Jonathan, I emailed you back earlier, and I said, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that, man? Because I don't mind giving you the money. And so I'm just putting you on the spot now. Like, if you still want to do that, it's fine. And I thank you so much for that, man. That's a great heart of yours, man. And God bless you if you decide to want to keep it or not, or take it as all good, as all love, man. Paul says, I'm packing for my flight tomorrow. Paul, where are you going, man? Merry Christmas to y'all, too. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to you all. Christmas coming in a few days, you guys. Enjoy time with your family and your friends. I know it's going to be crazy, y'all. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Um, let's go. Yeah, Tina says, start Le'Veon Bell for the Bucks. No! Do not do that. Do not start Le'Veon Bell for the Bucks. Do not do that. Ronald Jones is still the man. Ronald Jones will get all the carries. Le'Veon might get 2 or 3 carries of the game. Do not start Le'Veon Bell if you're thinking about that. I don't want to put you through that. Do not start Le'Veon Bell, bro. Do not do that because Ronald Jones, unless he has like 2 fumbles in that game, he will be the ball carrier. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. Yeah, but PJ is definitely undefeated. And the Chiefs play the Steelers, oh, that's going to be tough. Okay. All right, so the Bills, though, get a 31-14 victory. And the Bills' running game finally got started. DJ Singletary finally got some running room and a running touchdown, which is very odd for Buffalo. Buffalo is not really known for their running attack, although they have DJ Singletary and they also have Zach Moss. But they have not run the ball well at all this year. And they relied solely on the feet of Josh Allen and also the arm of Josh Allen. 31-14, Josh Allen was throwing dimes to Davis, who seems to be his favorite target now. And the Panthers, just offensively, just don't look good. Cam Newton struggled once again. And their season is done. Their season is done, you guys. Carolina is done. I don't care. No one says 5-8. Even if they go undefeated and go, no, what are they, 5-9 now? They're probably 5-9, I believe. Yeah, 5-9. So their season is done. They're done. Paul says I'm flying down to Austin, Texas to be with my sister for Christmas. Had my booster for a month now, so Omicron ain't got shit on me. Yes, sir. There we go, man. Nothing wrong with that, you guys. I played Julio Jones last week, so I mean, I'm not opposed to craziness. Yeah, Julio just can't stay healthy, man. The dude, he just cannot stay healthy. As much as the team and the organization and himself wants to play, he's just broken down. He's broken down, and I don't know if I'll see him again for the rest of the year. Since I am not playing Hubbard or Diddy Moore rest of the season, sadly. Yeah, not looking good, bro. Not looking good for Carolina at all, man. Travis says, when I say I'm worried about the Steelers, I mean I am worried about my Chiefs playing the Steelers. No Kelsey and Hill, maybe. Certainly no Booker. Steelers are going to be tough. Whoa, I didn't know about that. So did COVID strike them, or was that injuries? Because I know that COVID got like 47 players from various teams so far. If that's the case, I'm going to find out before I make my picks on Friday. If that's the case. I said, you just want to watch the world burn, huh, TJ? Let's go, y'all. So the Bills get a 31-14 victory. Carolina basically we just lost. They're out. They're not officially out, but in my mind, they are officially done. Carolina loses 31-14. The Bills remain in the playoffs with that victory. They go to 8-6 now, trying to stay in playoff contention. Right now, they will be in the playoff. I believe at the number 6 seed or the 7 seed, one of those. But it will be tough sledding. All right. So we got that one right, obviously. One that we got wrong that we just do not care about is our boo-boo. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Game of the week, y'all. The Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. We did get this one wrong. I thought Jacksonville would come out with a little more fire after, the Urban Meyer got, X'd out. But it did not happen. The Texans won this one 30-16. And what happened in this game? I don't know and do not care, honestly. David Mills threw a couple touchdowns. He might be somewhat the future or have a future with the Texans at the backup quarterback. He looks pretty decent as a quarterback, honestly. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence and gang, they just suck on offense. All right, moving on. No more Texas and Jaguar talk. That was horrible. Texas win 30-16. We got this one wrong, y'all. All right. Not even going to waste our breath anymore on Houston and Jacksonville. Those two teams are just god awful to talk about. All right. Next game, we're going to break down Washington versus Philadelphia. This was one of our Tuesday games. And it was a very entertaining game. We did this one yesterday, you guys. So for those who showed love on the stream, we had over 100 and I believe 140 people viewed it. So thank you guys. We had 27 likes, y'all, or 28 likes, excuse me. Our goal was 25, and we beat it by 28 likes. So thank you guys for showing straight up love to this channel for that stream, because it was a Tuesday, kind of an early window game, and I knew I wouldn't get that much attention on it, but you guys still showed up and showed out, y'all, with over 140 views for that matchup. Tina said, "Yeah, Kobe hit the Chiefs hard." Okay, I did not hear about that. Was it must have been today then? Because I didn't hear about that. Kelsey and Hill have a chance, but Booker unvaccinated, so he is gone for the week. Wow. Okay. John says, "I am 24 with ADHD. Maybe I can email you. Maybe I should tell my parents. Maybe I can get the money. I don't spend a lot of money, and my dad helps me with my bank accounts." Sounds like you're going through the ringer, John. Yeah, man, let me know. If you want to get your parents involved to get it, that's fine. Just let me know how it is, man. Let me know, bro. Let me know, because I do want to give you the money. But if you want us to keep it, we'll keep it and we'll invest it into the channel. But if you want to, let me know, bro, because I know he said my dad helps my bank accounts. All right, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Let me know, man. Either way, it's fine with me, man. God bless you, bro. You got some good parents. All right, the Eagles get a 27-17 victory. This was also a COVID-stricken game. Basically, Washington was down to their third-string quarterback, who they just got on Friday from the Patriots practice squad. We're talking about Garrett Gilbert. Let me tell you something. It tells you, you know that you belong in the NFL when you go. You have no idea what the playbook is. You have to have 3 days to learn this playbook. Oh, and by the fourth day, you're playing on a national televised game on the road in a hostile territory against a divisional opponent in the Eagles. So one, shout out to Garrett Gilbert. You just never know when your shot is. He was chilling on the practice squad in New England, sipping on some Bobby Rubin probably, and was like, "Yeah, I'm chilling for the year." And then you get that phone call. Yeah, your agent says they're going to take you away and make you become not the third string quarterback, not the second string, the starter by Tuesday. What a way to be prepared, and you just never know. Mind you, he played for Ron Rivera with Carolina a few years ago, so he kind of was somewhat familiar with the verbiage, and he looked good, though. For what he did, he looked good. Way to go, Garrett Gilbert. I enjoyed watching them, but the Eagles, it was all about Jalen Hurts. They started off sloppy. Washington with a 10-0 lead early in that game. But shout out to Philadelphia, won that running game. That running game is nasty now. They go, what was that, 7 straight games with 175 plus rushing yards? Nasty, nasty. When the Eagles decided to finally become run-oriented, that's when the Eagles started winning again. So the Eagles won 27-17 thanks to the arm and legs of Jalen Hurts and the legs of Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard. That combination of running is just nasty, you guys. The Eagles over like 200 yards rushing, I know that. And they beat Washington 27-17 after being down 10-0. Jalen Hurts, if this is the squad, I said this, if we see that same running attack, if we see that same Jalen Hurts and his decision-making being on a positive note, this Eagles team, with that defense, this Eagles team will be a tough out. Nobody wants to see the Eagles team in the playoffs. I know I wouldn't. If you're Los Angeles, if you're Tampa Bay, if you're, I don't know what I'm thinking of, if you're, who else is up there? I mean, Arizona. You don't want, if you're Dallas, I mean, Dallas will see Philadelphia in about another week, but you don't want to see this Eagles squad right now. This squad is looking nice. And if Jalen Hurts, he's going to be the catalyst. If he can play well or play decent, this team will be scary if they make the playoffs, if they make it. Eagles get a 27-17 victory, and now they boost themselves that much better into the playoff race. Now Washington's lost 2 games in a row after having a brief time at the 7th seed. They lost 2 games in a row, and now they are out of the playoff spot for now. So, sticking with the NFC East, we have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Giants. And this game was nasty, ugly, and I think didn't the Cowboys have home field advantage in this game? I can't remember, but whatever. It didn't matter. Cowboys win 21-6. Giants offense stinks. Dallas defense pretty good, and they're getting healthier on defense now. They're getting super healthy on defense, and that bodes well for Dallas Cowboy fans. What doesn't bode well is that the better the defense is, the worse their offense is getting. All that talent on offense, and they seem to be not hitting their stride. All that talent on offense, when you talk about CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Zeke Elliott, Tony Pollard, all those tight ends they have. Oh, by the way, Dak Prescott, and they look pretty average on defense over the last month. Now, it might be because Dak Prescott has an ankle issue. He's got a calf issue. All that's going on for Dak Prescott, and you're wondering to yourself, is he going to be okay? I'm not quite sure. But that being said, the Cowboys win 21-6. Thank goodness the Giants came into town and looked like the Giants of 2021. They just looked bad. And the Cowboys, I mean, every time Mike Glennon was throwing that football, oh, by the way, Daniel Jones officially out for the rest of the season. So now if you're a Giants fan, do we keep Daniel Jones? Because Daniel Jones, the way he's looking, he's not getting that fifth-year option. It's not coming. So if you're in New York, do you think about getting another quarterback again? I didn't like Daniel Jones when they first got him. I was like, I don't see it. I don't see what you guys are seeing. What's up? Oh, yeah. TJ said, boo-boo Cowboys. Yeah. We don't like the Cowboys either. Me and PJ don't like the Cowboys. No, we don't. I don't like the Cowboys at all. Unless they're winning. Oh, get out of here, man. You don't like the Cowboys at all, man. Boo Cowboys. Boo the Cowboys. That's right, y'all. Boo the Cowboys. Lidar says, I know the vibe's so real, super generous of you regardless, but perhaps he can get a digital card for PlayStation or Xbox or something. Hey! That sounds good. Whatever you want to do, John. Because John emailed me and said he wanted to go ahead and donate it back to the channel. But I really want to give you the money. So, I mean, if I can just give to you via card or whatever, let me know, man. Let me know. I got you, bro. I got you all day. But yeah, Cowboys win 21-6. A fairly easy game, although their offense did struggle. Next game on the docket, we have our surprise of the year. Probably not the week of the year. The score is not a mirage. This is the right score. 30-12. The Arizona Cardinals beat the Detroit. That's wrong? Oh, I thought I was tripping. No, 30-12. The Detroit Lions beat the Arizona Cardinals. I am not lying to you guys. Not lying at all. The then 1-11-1 Lions then beat at the time the 10-3 Cardinals. I don't know if this same is how good the Lions can really be or how bad the Cardinals are starting to fall. I'm going with the first one. I'm saying that the Lions are still a NFL team, by the way. All right, they're an NFL team. But they show that at any given moment, they can score points and hang in. Mind you guys, I said this, the Lions have played tough all year. Outside of maybe 3 games where they just like completely fell off the wagons, the rest they have played teams tough. They just don't have the talent. That win alone will make Dan Campbell be a Lions coach for 2 more years. That win alone. That showed you what kind of swag the Lions have. And they look good. They did it by running the football with second and third and fourth string running backs, you guys. Reynolds has back-to-back games for Reynolds now. I don't even know his first name. I just know him as Reynolds. But Reynolds did a great job once again in back-to-back games of having big-time runs. This Lions team, they look pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. They look good. They look like they belong in the NFL. This isn't your 0-16 Browns or 0-16 Lions that happened a few years ago as well. This Lions team, although they are 2-11-1, they did tie a game against the Steelers. They did beat the Vikings. They did beat the Cardinals. They hung it tough with the Ravens. Hung it tough with the Packers for about 3 quarters early in the season. So this team, they're a viable team, and a team that you just cannot overlook. So if I'm you, I would not overlook the Lions at all. If you're trying to have playoff aspirations, and I'm pretty sure their next games are against maybe the Vikings and the Bears. Maybe I know divisional games coming up, or maybe the Packers one more time. But if you're Green Bay and if you got to play the Lions one more time, you don't want to overlook that squad. Just be careful. You saw what happened with Arizona. So the Lions, shout out to Dan Campbell and that team. Now, mind you, there was no DeAndre Hopkins, but still, you've got A.J. Green. Still, you've got Christian Kirk. Still, you have Zach Ertz. Still, you have James Conner. Still, you have Chase Edmonds who just came back. Still, you have all those guys. Jonathan says Blue Kitty went roar. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Went freaking roar, man. But Jonathan, I told you on the email we can Walmart to Walmart. I can send it to your Walmart. So like I said, if you want to go that route, let me know. I can send it to you Walmart to Walmart, man. No, not a problem at all, man. Not a problem at all. Yeah. So the Lions get a major victory. So also, if 9 likes, what is your target for the stream? Oh, I said 10 likes. 10 likes is the target. 10 likes, that's it. Thank y'all for the love, man. Thank y'all for the likes. One more away from our target was 10. That was our goal. Just 10 likes. If we get to 15, that'd be even better. But right now, 10 likes was the goal. But the Lions win 30-12, and the Cardinals are just better than this. I think it's one of those games where you just sort of overlooked it, and that's a coaching issue right there. Cliff Kingsbury's got to get his guys better than that. This game literally dropped you from the number 1 seed, and like your chances of winning that are slim now, very slim. You're probably still going to win your division, maybe, but the Rams have a lot to say about that now, right? We'll find out. Cardinals, that's a big loss to the Lions. Lions went 30-12. Our next game on the docket is the Miami Dolphins. Oh, by the way, we got the Cowboys win right. We got the Cardinals, the Lions win wrong, obviously. The entire America got that one wrong. Unless you're just a die-hard, crazed Lion fan. Everyone else picked the Cardinals to beat the Lions, right? So we got that one wrong, as everybody else liked it. All right, but now we're about to go on a hot streak, guys, of dubs. A hot streak of dubs, y'all. The Dolphins beat the New York Jets by a score of 31-24. We got them on right, y'all. Not the way I saw it, though. I thought Dolphins defense would be more dominant than it was, but the Jets, an NFL team, and they played tough, a divisional opponent as well, the AFC East. And this one, really good game. If you watched it from start to finish, it was a great game. But it was more about Tua Tagovailoa finding ways when everything looked bleak, when it looked dark for the Dolphins. They were down for a majority of this game, and you felt like, oh man, here come the Dolphins now after having that great, that horrible start at 1-7. Then it went 6 games in a row now. Well, 5 games at a time. You thought, man, this team is gonna just mess it up because the Dolphins are on the edge right now. I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm in whatever. They're on the edge. They literally can't lose one game. Which, spoiler, they will on Monday Night Football to my New Orleans Saints. But the Dolphins can't lose any more games. They really can't. After having that horrible start, they are definitely on the edge. So they played like it in the second half. They were down by 2 scores of the Jets, and they found a way to come back and win this game. Thanks to Tua Tagovailoa and his tight ends. Tua to his tight ends are dangerous. He's got like 3. He's got Hollins. He's got Gesicki. He's got one more guy as well. I forgot his name. But he has a nice tight end set, and the way that he throws the football, mind you, there was no Jalen Waddle, so they had to be creative. Dolphins, Jets, yes sir. Mr. Emoji, Jonathan Jensen, Mr. Emoji in the building. Let's go. So the Dolphins came in there and they had to get this win. The Jets, we know that they're out of the playoffs, so they're playing spoilers. And for the most part, the Jets have a nice squad, right? They have a nice squad. Zach Wilson was okay in this game. And then we have Miami Dolphins. Had to get this win, and they found a way. And I like these type of wins, though. When you're down and out and you got to make plays, the Dolphins showed up at the most key moments on offense and defense. And when things are not going your way, but then you find a way to turn your fortunes, those are the type of wins I can appreciate more from Miami. And they won that 31-24 big time win over the New York Jets. And they go to 7-7 and right there in the thick of things now. But they will play my New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football, so they better watch out and come with your hard hat because we hit. We'll talk about the Saints in just a moment, you guys. Talk about New Orleans Saints in just a moment. So we got them right. Another game we got right, y'all. We said Cincinnati would beat Denver. They did by a score of 15-10. This game was ugly. It was an ugly game. First of all, thoughts and prayers do go out to Teddy Bridgewater, who was carted off. He had a concussion. It was a scary sight, a scary moment, scary view. But he is doing well. They say he's moving it and he's walking fine and all that jazz. So they even talk about Teddy playing in week 16. I was like, oh God, do you guys hate Drew Lock that much? Do the Broncos hate Drew Lock that much that Teddy just had like one of the worst scenes we've seen all year? And reports saying he might be playing in week 16. I'm like, yo, they just don't like Drew Lock that much. I say give the kid a chance. Let Drew play the rest of the season. But Big Fangio was like, dude, I am trying to keep my job. So I don't blame him on that. When you're trying to keep your job, you want to go with your option. And he does still like Teddy because Teddy doesn't really make mistakes when healthy. Drew Lock is a mistake maker. But I would not rush Teddy to come back for week 16. But in this game, the Bengals just did what they had to do to win this game. Mind you, Cincinnati, good team. Their front four, dynamic. Trey Henderson went out 10 straight games with a sack. Nasty. Former New Orleans Saints. I know my New Orleans Saints players. But yeah, Trey Henderson with another sack, 10 games straight for the Bengals. And the Bengals defense, talk about putting your hard hat on, right? The Bengals defense came in there and was putting the slam to the Broncos running game. And that's how you stop Denver. Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams, you stop those two guys, you will win the game, pretty much. And a 15-10 game meant that you could run the ball and stay running it for every single possession, have a runner's mentality. It showed you how good that Bengals defense was by shutting down those two guys all game. 15-10, Joe Burrow. When you saw that Jamar Chase didn't have a good game, and mind you, Jamar Chase has not had a really great season after his hot about 5 or 6 game start to the NFL season. Outside of that, he has really gone down big time. But also the offense for the Bengals have gone down big time. T. Higgins had kind of emerged a little bit. And this game, it was Tyler Boyd with a big, like a 60-some-yard touchdown, I think, for Tyler Boyd. So he made the most out of his touches in this game. But Bengals get a win, 15-10, and now they will leapfrog into the number one spot in the AFC North. We'll tell you why in just a moment, y'all. But another marquee game, I call it another playoffs in the regular season game, which was the Bengals and the Broncos. That was a playoff game in the regular season. Just like Washington and Philly. It's a playoff game in the regular season, right? Just like Tennessee and Pittsburgh, a playoff game in the regular season. Just like Chargers versus Chiefs and Raiders versus Browns, a playoff game in the regular season. It felt like that this whole entire week had a lot of good matchups, and I enjoyed the hell out of it, y'all. But another one, the 49ers beat the Atlanta Falcons by a score of 31-13. This game, not so close like those other playoff games in the regular season. This game was a blowout, and thanks to the 49ers running attack, and they did it with Wilson. How I know? Because I had got Wilson on my fantasy squad. Thank you very much. Over 100 yards rushing and a touchdown. The 49ers in that zone offense, were putting it on Atlanta. Atlanta could not. First of all, Atlanta's run game, besides Cordell Patterson, who's not really a true running back, they struggled. And it was tough to see them play because if the running game, if Cordell, it's funny because now they're so Cordell Patterson dependent that if he struggles, their whole entire team struggles. Because Matt Ryan doesn't have any targets. Matt Ryan has an okay O-line, and Matt Ryan is an okay quarterback now at the stage of his career. So it's weird. It's funny How in the hell did the Falcons win 6 games? So shout out to Atlanta for even competing, winning, because they have no offense power. They got Cordell Patterson, who's having a breakout season, by the way, running the football, having a great season. As he goes, the Falcons go. And he went nowhere this one. I think only 25 yards total on offense for Cordell Patterson, and you see the score there. Deebo Samuels had another great game, catching and running for the 49ers. And Jimmy Garoppolo just play smart football. Run the ball, play action, and hit George Kittle. That is the game plan. Hit George Kittle and Deebo Samuels. I mean, they have the running game, play action, George Kittle, Deebo. That's their whole entire offense is San Francisco. And if they play it to perfection, they will win majority of their games. Like this one, it wasn't really close going into the fourth quarter. 49ers win 31-13, a beatdown, and their defense, oh, by the way, is pretty good. Another team, like the Eagles, they'll be scary. Say the 49ers to the playoffs. It's a scary team to play. Very scary, right? I don't want to see the 49ers in the playoffs. I would rather see the Eagles before the 49ers. The 49ers have a really good run game, but the defense can bring that mentality both on the road and at home. As where the Eagles usually bring their defense mentality at home. All right. Litnock says Bengals have 3 wide receiver situations. Just Burrow was giving Chase a touchdown every game before. You're right about that. Travis says I have trouble figuring out the Falcons. Me too. To me, they don't look like a bad team, but then you see games like that one against the 49ers and say, wow, that team is bad. You're right. I don't know. I mean, that's just great heart determination and their grit. So when you're not that good of a roster, it's all about the coaching now and the level of coaching and the inspiration they can give a team. If you're inspired to win, right, you'll win games just off of inspiration, right? If you're an NFL team, you can't be a high school team trying to play an NFL team with inspiration. I'm inspired. Snack. Hospital for like 3 weeks, you know. But yeah, TD says the reason why the Broncos are starting Teddy is because somehow they are still in the playoff hunt, and Teddy is their best chance to make it to the playoffs. So they're risking his health, which is crazy. I do get, and I did say that. Yeah, I specified Vic Fangio wants to keep his job too. Vic Fangio says my best shot of making the playoffs is with Teddy Bridgewater. Damn the future. We can't worry about the future anymore with Drew Lock to see if he is the future. He went with the safe bet, which was Teddy Bridgewater. And you see 7-7. The Broncos, I don't know how they're 7-7. I don't know how they're 7-7, but shout out to them. Shout out to Teddy Bridgewater for being just that good of a quarterback to keep them in games. Looknock says Falcons get weird lucky games, but admittedly their defense is all right. And they're all right team. As a record, they're 6-8 now, and all right squad. So yeah. 49ers win 31-13, beat down over the Falcons. And 49ers are looking pretty in that NFC now. They're 8-6. And mind you, they're just 2 games out of the division. So who knows now? The division plays for the rest of the season. I know the 49ers do play the Rams again, and they play, I believe, Seattle again. So you never know. We'll find out. Tina said we hit our 10 likes, y'all. We hit our 10 like mark, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the 10 likes, y'all. I appreciate that. 10 likes, because usually we're getting about 6 to 7 likes for these, and I was like, no, let me just say 10. So thank y'all for the love and support, man. 10 likes means a lot to your boy. I appreciate that. All right, speaking of the NFC West, we're going with the Rams and the Seahawks. This game was also played on Tuesday, and honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. I didn't watch the game. I saw highlights a little bit, but I didn't watch the game. But what I can tell you is Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford, a dangerous combination. Kupp with 2 touchdowns, we know about that. Seattle, their defense, played some damn good defense, but their offense has been, it's like night and day. The offense was just dynamic for the last 2 years, while the defense stank. Now this year, the defense is damn good, and their offense stinks. Russell Wilson, and I won't go as far as say it's the end of dynasty. It's the end of this year. They're done. They're done. And I did get this one right. We got this one right as well. The Rams, we picked the Rams to win 27-20. They won 20-10, right? But the Rams' defense in this game, and honestly, it's probably more Seattle just looking bad. And Russell Wilson, there was injuries to the offense. Russell was out for a few games. We had Geno Smith play as quarterback, kind of hurt them a little bit. But nonetheless, though, the Rams did what they had to do. With the Rams win and the Cardinals lost, they're now both tied. I believe at 10-4. Am I right about that? Are they both 10-4? And I don't know who has the tiebreaker right now, but I think Arizona is still in the lead. But now the Rams can just pretty much maybe win out, and the Cardinals have a tough battle against the Cowboys coming up, I believe, for Week 17. That could be another L for Arizona. Who knows? Um, Travis says AFC West has been a weird division this year. I've never seen it where everybody is 500 or better this late in the season. It's happened in the NFC South a few times, but nonetheless, though, yeah, you're right. It's like the AFC North is the same. The AFC North, everyone is at 500, right? The AFC West, everyone's at 500 or more. So also I'm trying to think, is there an NFC squad? Maybe or the NFC South is close this year, but not close. I lied because the Panthers are 5-9, so I'll take that back. But back in the day, years ago, the Bucks, Panthers, Saints, and Falcons, like 2016, 17, 18, they had some season where like everyone at this time was like at 500 or better. But yeah, AFC West and AFC North, just some really good teams, man. And AFC is just crowded. Isaiah said the Pro Bowl rosters announced. My guy J.C. Jackson made it. Would you like to see the Pro Bowl be a proper game again like it used to be? Not really. Honestly, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Like, just get rid of it. It doesn't make any sense to play it. Guys they're literally like not playing this game. Like guys are literally gonna not play it. They're not gonna go to Hawaii or go to Las Vegas, wherever it's being played at. Guys are not gonna hit. It's a bad game to watch. You might as well put them in shorts and flags and play flag football. But no, get rid of it. Just I'd rather them name the starters, and I'd rather them like have competitions, like film competitions, that kind of stuff, man. For the Pro Bowl, we can have fun with it. Don't play the actual game because I would hate for someone to actually get a concussion or an injury or just play sloppy football. I don't want to see that. I'm not going to see that. Mind you guys, I have not sat back and watched a full Pro Bowl game in like a decade. I will watch it from time to time, piece to piece of the game, but not sit back and just like have a drink and watch the game in its entirety. That's not me. The Pro Bowl sucks. Get rid of it. But yeah, Jason Jackson, he definitely deserved to be on there though. Jason Jackson is having a tremendous year for the Patriots. A really damn good year. That defense is still the best in the NFL. Jonathan Jensen with the Christmas emoji and the Florida Leafs. Who that nation? Who that? Who that? Who that said they're going to beat them Saints? We'll talk about the Saints in just a moment, you guys. Next game on the docket, y'all, which we also got right, the Green Bay Packers at the Baltimore Ravens. And this was really good game. I was not expecting this good of a game, honestly. With Tyler Huntley as the quarterback, I was like, man, Packers should win this one pretty easily. No, they did not. As a matter of fact, the Ravens had a chance to win the game or have a chance to be in the lead with 45 seconds to go if they converted yet again another 2-point blunder. But before we get that, though, shout out to Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers is his own paces. This team looks like they are built for right now. Let's get it. A.J. Dillon, that running back, that running game with Aaron Jones, they are finding a great blend for both Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Like, it's a great blend. I'm loving it. They're relatively healthy, the Packers are. And now you're starting to see, like, Valdez-Scantling and Lazard. Those guys are starting to come in and be the number 2 to Adams instead of a number 1 and a number 3. No, they're like a number 1 and a small number 2 in back-to-back weeks. And as long as Aaron Rodgers has a number 2 somewhere in the game, last week it was Lazard. This week it was Valdez-Scantling. But if he has some sort of number 2, the Packers are a dangerous team regardless. They are still first place in the NFC, and they win 31-30 over the Baltimore Ravens. But my goodness, y'all, I don't know, man. Ravens look good with Tyler Huntley, and I see why they picked him up. He had a great game, and he was very Lamar Jackson-esque. I mean, he's not as fast as Lamar, but him running the football, and he did not turn the ball over, which kept the Ravens in this game, by the way. Did not turn the ball over. And that was huge for the Ravens' success. And although the Packers, they went back and forth with the leads for a minute, and the Packers at halftime started showing their dominance because it was tied at 14 going to halftime. When the Packers got the score and the lead, I was worried for the Ravens. And the Ravens just kept coming back, and kept coming back. And toward the end, John Harbaugh is playing, or he's coaching like he is playing Madden. My dude, if it didn't work against Steelers, it won't work against Green Bay. What are you doing? Your playoff season is on the line. And he's so worried about, well, I like my chances going for two for the win. Another analytic guy. Well, if you go for if you go for two of this particular moment, your chances of winning, the possibilities go sky high. Oh, I hate that, man. I hate that. All these analytic freaks come out here and just start saying, well, if you go for two, you get it. Stop that. No. Play to win the game, not to hopefully win the game by the percentage. No. You play it, look, you take your chance in overtime. But still, they said, well, we had no defense. Our defense was there. Well, you have a coin toss, and the coin toss is 50-50. The coin toss is 50-50. If you get the ball first, you can probably score and win and change your outlook for the season. If you score, you keep that extra point. By the way, Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the NFL, and you don't use him again, right? I'm just saying. It could have been 31-31. Say, like, he was like, I'm so worried our defense wasn't stopping Aaron Rodgers. Well, how did you have the chance to tie the football game? Because you sacked Aaron Rodgers on third down. That's how you got the chance to tie the game up. So why not take a chance again? That drove me wild. The coin toss is 50-50. If you get the ball first, maybe you can score and win the game. No. We're going for two, guys, because the analytics say that it's gonna be, it's better percentages to get that. Yeah. Oh my God, those guys drive me crazy, man. Oh man. I don't like it. Analytics work. It works when it works. When it works, it looks good. But when it doesn't, and most times it doesn't work, it looks bad. And not just once, but twice. The Ravens are currently out of the playoff picture. Yes, because of those two losses to the Steelers and the Packers. Now, they might have gone to overtime and still lost those games, but we'll never know. But they went for two. Mind you guys, going for two isn't as easy as it sounds. Going for two for the 2-yard line. Mind you guys, first of all, the pressure is building in your head to score more than anything for this 2-point conversion because it is the end of the game. And two, your chances, your field shrinks. The field shrinks, you guys. It shrinks. So going for two is not as easy as it sounds as analytics want you to think it is. Well, it's only from the 2-yard line. Bro. If that was the case, it'd be 100% correct for all 2-point conversion outcomes, right? Travis says, I don't blame him. I think he likes his chances better with him having the ball on the last play. Does anybody think Rodgers would not have scored if he got the ball first? If ifs was a fit, we all be drunk, man. I'm going with my chance at overtime 50-50. Here's an if for you. If they got the coin toss for the Ravens, you might have a chance to score. But I'm not going with the if we get a 2-point conversion because if you miss it, you automatically lost. But if the Packers have ball first, doesn't make you automatically lose. You can find a way to still stop Rodgers. Maybe Rodgers does score, but I would take my chances. You've lost 2 games now in the season. 2 games over analytics. And now you went from basically first place in the AFC 3 weeks ago to being out of the playoffs right now. Out because of those 2 losses. Because you went with analytics instead of going with your team. Go with your team, not with you and what your quarterback says. No, go with the entire team wants. The team wants, they'll rah-rah because you're rah-rah at that very moment. Like, yeah, we're going for 2 guys. Yeah. They're like, yeah, let's go. But when it's all said and done, they're sitting back, sipping on some Bobby Rubin. They're like, hey, that was a bad call. That was a bad call, man. That was a bad call. Oh, and that's why you picked, that's why you had the Packers winning? Okay, because of that. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah. Hey, it's all nice if it works. It looks good. But honestly, I'm still screaming like, yo, take your chance in overtime because I don't want that play to end it right then and there. I'd rather lose by having Rodgers score a touchdown than me trying to go for 2 and I don't get it. That's just me, man. But the Packers do get a big win. They win 31-30. Packers do clinch the NFC North. They're NFC North champions. So all Packers fans, go Pack, go. Go get your T-shirts if you want to. You are NFC North champions once again. T says you already know about them going for 2. I am. Because that is 2 L's on your record because you went with analytics. It hurts me, man. Like, you going for 2 again? You just stopped Rodgers on the last drive to have a chance to go for a game-winning, a game-tying field goal, extra point. You just sacked Rodgers. You had Rodgers go 3 and out on that last drive. So it's not like that. It's inevitable that Rodgers will score a touchdown when they go into overtime. It's not inevitable. It's not. The reason why you were in that position to tie the game was because your defense showed up. But he's so worried about his defense not showing up again, which I think it means the defense is bad now. So if I'm a defensive guy, I'm like, yo, where is your trust in us for 2 straight games now? Come on, bro. But speaking of defense, y'all, Who Dat Nation is in full effect, you guys. Who Dat? Upside down, y'all. Who that said they gonna beat them Saints? Who that said they gonna beat them Saints? Nobody. I'm lying. 17 said it this year. But anyways, the Saints go into Tampa Bay, and even a guy like myself, a diehard Saints fan, I came onto my show, and I've done this all year. You guys know that. You guys know I don't sugarcoat anything on this stream, on this channel. I don't sugarcoat nothing. If I feel like the Saints are going to lose, the Saints will lose. So if I feel like the Saints will lose, I feel like they're going to lose. I thought the Saints would lose this game, honestly. I was like, well, for offenses, our offense is trash out. But the Buccaneers, so it's also not inevitable that Tucker makes the extra point. It's not inevitable, but those chances are really, really good. He missed one extra point in his whole entire career. So yeah, you're right about that. It's not inevitable because he did miss one against my Saints a couple years ago, as a matter of fact, to tie the game and go to overtime. Yeah, so you're right about that. But outside of that, 99%, 98%. Rodgers, I don't know, man. Give your team a fighting chance. She says, thank you for kicking, man, Brady butt. Yes, sir. Travis says, the Saints game was weird. I would never expect that game to go 9-0. Me too. Never in my wildest dreams did I believe the Saints would win this game. And they could win this game. I had the Bucs winning 27-20, right? So I said, well, the offense would just won't have enough, but we will stop Brady at certain points, but our offense put our defense in bad situations. No, our defense came to play, you guys. Defense came to play, and Brady, for some reason, we have Tom Brady's number. Even last year in the playoffs when the Bucs beat us in New Orleans, it was because our offense had 4 turnovers, which put the Bucs in great field position to score. And in that same game, Brady didn't even throw for 200 yards in that game. So we have Brady's number. Right? Regular season-wise. We're talking about W's and L's. We have his number in the regular season. We took the loss in the playoffs last year, but Brady didn't have a good game in that game either. He struggled. The Saints defense came out today. That's back-to-back weeks now. Saints only gave up, I believe, 6 points last week to the Jets, and they gave up a whopping 0 to the Bucs now. And if I were a betting man, I would have lost my house, my home, my wife, PJ. I would have lost everybody. If someone told me, hey man, I guarantee you on my life, the Saints winning 9-0, I'd have said, man, get the bleep out of here, bro. I'd have lost it all, man. The house, the car, the kids, and the dog. I lost it all. No, I'm playing PJ. I ain't lose you, girl. But yeah, I'm just saying, it was crazy to believe the Saints would come out and we saw last season in Tampa Bay where they won 38-3, but that was Drew Brees. That was a decent offense. They had things going on, but this one was much more shocking because Taysom Hill only threw for 48% in this game, right? We scored no touchdowns as a franchise, as an organization. We haven't done that since 1986. 1986 was the last time where a quarterback threw for the New Orleans Saints. Under 40, under 50%, and we scored no touchdowns and still got a W. So I'm saying, like, 9-0 was shocking. It tells you, well, mind you, this isn't the blueprint, though, to stop Tampa Bay. It's only our blueprint. See, as you go division by division, your goal is to do what's necessary to win in your division to get to the playoffs, right? So just because the Saints did it to the Bucks don't mean that anybody else could do it to the Bucks. Doesn't mean that the Cardinals will do it to the Bucks or the Cowboys will do it to the Bucks or whatever. Because none of those teams shut out the Bucks. But for some reason, the Saints were in the same division. We had the blueprint to stop him. I mean, we have Gardner-Johnson. That dude, that's my favorite. My favorite player. He is ratchet, and he gets under your skin big time. But in this game, bad news for the Bucks offense. Chris Godwin out for the year, torn ACL. Leonard Fournette out until the playoffs, hamstring. Mike Evans questionable to come back, but I think he'll be out for about a week or two as well. So tough sledding going on for Tampa Bay. They went from feeling damn good coming into this game from like, we're kind of skeptical now, because it was all good when you're healthy. When you're healthy, and you got Mike Evans, and you got Fournette, and you got Godwin, and you got all these playmakers healthy, it looks good in the playoffs. But when you got guys coming in that are hurt going into the playoffs who haven't played in 3 or 4 weeks, that's a different story now. Lipnox says, I gotta run. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Thanks for the show. Lipnox, thank you so much, bro. Number love, man. Number love for you, bro. Thanks so much. He also said Tucker is above all others in the league for kicking. Yeah, Tucker is a beast, man. He's a monster. He don't miss that much. I mean, extra points for sure. He's only missed one in his career. And I mean, he's hit a lot of field goals too. That dude is a beast, man. He is a legit weapon on offense. He's a legit weapon, right, in the kicking game for sure. But the Saints get a 9-0 victory. But for other teams, it will give you confidence, right? Well, this team can be got. Late in the season, we saw last year, Tampa Bay had won like the last 7 games, and then they won all in the playoffs as well. And then now we started seeing like late in the season, and they get beat like this. That says a lot about New Orleans as a football team. They're 7-7 now, and somewhat in the driver's seat. I think they're still number 2. I mean, they're the 8th seed, so a game out of the playoff spot, but they're in the driver's seat now. I can see them going 3-0 to finish 10-7, and that is my Saintism. I mean, they have the Monday Night Football game with the Dolphins. I think they'll beat the Dolphins. I think that, so we'll find out. All right, and our last game on the docket, you guys, our Monday Night Football. Oh, honestly, we lost that one. We got the Saints picked wrong. We picked the Bucks up in that game. We got that one wrong. But what we did get right was the Vikings versus the Bears. Vikings win 17-9. This game, I truly enjoyed it. And I was talking to a bunch of friends today, and they were saying, that game sucked, man. That game was horrible to watch. I ain't like it. I was getting bored. And I was like, not me. That game was physical. That game was hard-hitting. It was one of those beautiful NFC North cold weather, I hate you, no, I hate you more type of deals. And I felt every hit. I felt every crunch. And every linebacker that hit a running back, every wide receiver that got hit, I mean, it was beautiful to watch. It was one of those games. I mean, Dalvin Cook had some grimy yards, y'all. Like 26 carries, like 87 yards. That's grimy yards, y'all. And Ogletree was hitting them hard. And, of course, we had Raekwon Smith. That linebacker core for the Bears was playing great. Somebody had to lose the game. There were a few penalties that got on my freaking nerves. Tina said, just noticed your email. Happy you like it. Yes, sir. I love it, man. I'll post it on Friday, bro. Thank you so much, you guys. I have a Jonathan Taylor, my reaction to Jonathan Taylor's game-winning touchdown against the Patriots, y'all. I had a reaction coming up on Friday, so y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all like it, subscribe, share it to your family and friends, and let's get that can we get about 20 views on that, 20, 25 views on that? Thank y'all so much. I have it posted on Friday, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, Tina said this was a bad game, and people say it's a bad game, but I'm like, I loved it. I'm a defensive guy, and this was two defenses that actually played good defense. It wasn't bad offense. It wasn't bad offense. It was just really, really damn good defense. It wasn't where the Raiders and the Browns were just kind of like bad offense. No, no, no. Vikings and the Bears, that was some good defense, right? That defense came in and they just put the hammer on everybody, man. It was awesome to see, man. The Bears are officially out of the playoffs now. Good riddance. Hoping Matt Nagy leaves with them, leaves from them, excuse me. The Vikings get a much needed win, so they are now in the seventh seed in the playoffs. So if the playoffs start right now, it would be the Cowboys and the Vikings first game. That'll be interesting right there. As they played earlier with the Cowboys with their backup quarterback beating the Vikings. But nonetheless, though, 17-9 was our score. Vikings had to get this. Jefferson had a touchdown, but he didn't have a big night. Only, I think he had 30-something yards receiving and a touchdown, something like that. But not a big night from Justin Jefferson. 17-9 is our final score. The Vikings came into Chicago, and it was cold. I know it's cold. The Windy City. It's not. It's tough. They're just saying it's a tough spot to play some football at, y'all. And I wouldn't want to play there late in December, like the next man. And we got over 10 likes, y'all. We have 11 likes, y'all. So we did get our goal. Thank you guys for that once again, man. Read them and weep them. This is our score. My week 15 record, we went 11-5 for this week. So it was a great week that we had. I really enjoyed it, though. Picks were kind of spot on. If the Lions didn't surprise anybody, I've been 12-4. Overall record is 131-92-1, and PJ's record is still undefeated, 223-0-1, y'all. So if you want to go ahead and donate to our channel, our cash app is $Uneducated Sports Talk. So it's $Uneducated Sports Talk is our cash app. Our donation leader is $31 from Diego's. That's Gold Broncos. Rest in peace to Bears Thomas. And also, if you want to donate via Streamlabs, all right, go to the description down below. In that description, go to the Streamlabs link. Click on the link and form a payment. You can do whatever form of payment you want to do, and and you can donate whatever you want to the channel. Our Streamlabs donation leader is $500 from Markai. Jonathan says, but it wasn't snowing. I like watching football games in the snow. I got a feeling we'll see a game in the snow in the playoffs. I got a feeling there will be a game in the snow in the playoffs, and I'm thinking Green Bay. I think Green Bay will have a snow game. I have a feeling, you guys. I had that feeling. But, thank y'all so much, man. I'm ready to go and watch Spider-Man No Way Home. So, thank y'all for the love, man, and the support, man. We got over our 10 likes, so thank you guys for that, man. I will see you guys on tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. Central Time, we're doing Titans versus 49ers. And, guys, I'm going with a Titans upset in that game, you guys. I'm going with a Tennessee upset because I will not be doing my Week 16 picks and predictions until Friday. Did I get it right? Friday? Yeah, Friday. Friday is our picks and predictions. So stay tuned for that, you guys. I'll let you guys know what time it is. I don't know yet. It might be an earlier time because it is Christmas Eve. I want to get it done out the way to spend time with the family at night. So I might be having around like 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. Something like that. I'll let you guys know before then, man. Yo, Silver King Baz in the building, man. He says, good night, bro. Yo, good night to you, man. Thank y'all all for the love and support as always, man. See you guys tomorrow for Thursday Night Football, Titans versus 49ers. 15 says, damn, I'm late. It's all good, man. Hit that notification bell, and you'll always be notified when I come on live. Titans, aren't they favorite? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know the favorite, but right now, they may be. I wouldn't say an upset. But I'm going with the Titans to win that game because I think everyone's on the 49ers bandwagon. So I'm going with the Titans to win that game. But I don't think it's an upset. And I don't know about the odds yet, but two evenly matched teams in my opinion. But I'll say Titans, home favorites, will win the game. 15-hour review. It's all good, man. Thanks for the love, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button as well. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, 737 and counting, you guys. So hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. And when you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hit that all button. That way you'll be notified every single time when me and PJ go live, man. PJ, you got anything to say, girl? She said, thank y'all. She loves y'all, man. And y'all have a good night. And Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry Christmas. If I don't see you guys on Thursday or Friday, on Saturday, have a Merry Christmas and a happy holidays and a happy Kwanzaa. All the above, man. Thank y'all for the love, man. For the homegirl PJ. It's your boy Carlos Clayton. This has been our Week 15 recap of the NFL season. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay educated. Peace. Love you, mama. We're out. See you guys on Thursday.